Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Frank. It is Saturday, April 16th, day of the meet. It's 5:30 in the morning. I woke up like 30 minutes ago. Weighed myself on my scale here and I was 183.2. So that's 0.2 pounds over the weight class. Weigh-ins aren't until 7. I was able to have a small bowel movement after I weighed in. So hopefully that'll do it. I'm sure like over the next couple hours I'll just lose weight. I'm not eating or drinking anything. I stopped eating and drinking yesterday at like 4:30. So I'm kind of thirsty, but it's not too bad. Harry and I are going to head over there in a little bit to the venue, jump on that scale, and we'll see how much I weigh when I get there. So we'll see you guys there.
Let's go. That first sip of Pedialyte.
Man, it's so good. Just weighed in, 82.8 kilos, so made the weight class by 0.2 kilos or a half a pound, right? Something like that. So feeling good.
Calculation.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna drink, eat. I'm in flight F.
Can't really see it.
I'm in flight F on platform 2. So it's like the third flight to lift on that platform. So I should have like a couple hours at least before I start lifting.
Refuel.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Frank. I apologize because that was really the only vlog footage that Harry and I were able to get at the meet. We had some technical difficulties with the cameras and all that that went on during the meet. So we only got that short clip in the beginning from before the meet. First off, if you haven't seen the video from like all my meet attempts and all that, I'll put the link in the description box, and then watch that and then watch this video. So going over how things went for the meet, I guess I'll first start with the weigh-ins. So things there went really well, as you could tell. About a week out, I was weighing in around 187 pounds, so I ended up dropping about 2 kilos or like 4.5 pounds of weight with just a simple water cut. No cutting calories or carbs or anything like that. I wanted to just do water alone, that way it wouldn't affect my performance too much or at all, which I don't think it did. So right off the bat, that was a good start to the day. The weigh-ins were a little bit after 7. It was supposed to be 7, but more close to like 7:30 or so. As I said in that other clip, I lifted in the third flight, so that gave me actually probably more time than some of the people who were lifting early on to refuel and all that. So going into the meet overall, I had a couple of goals. One was to go 9 for 9. I had never gone 9 for 9 in a meet before. I think I've hit like 3 for 3 on squats and deadlifts before. But I've never gone 3 for 3 on bench. So that was something I really wanted to do. And my second goal was to, well, obviously I wanted to hit PRs on all 3 lifts. Not only gym PRs, but possibly just like a meet PR altogether. Or sorry, not only a meet PR, but an all-time PR. And then the last thing was I wanted to hit that 1300 total, which I knew I was gonna be close to. But I also knew I had to go 9 for 9 in order to get that. So that was kind of like a secondary goal, because I knew if I was feeling okay that day, I went 9 for 9, then the 1300 was going to happen, based on what kind of attempt selection Harry and I had planned out for me. So going into squats, I was feeling good warming up and everything. I was a little bit nervous because this was the most aggressive taper that Harry and I have taken for myself into a meet. This is the third meet that Harry has done like my prep for and my attempt selection and all that. Obviously we work together in our decisions, but he's been making most of the decisions for me. He's been doing my programming for about a year now or so. So the third meet, we did make some changes leading into the meet based on past performances, things like keeping my bench volume and intensity a little bit higher in order to hopefully improve my performance on meet day, because it seems like on meet day my bench had always in the past just been crappy compared to what it normally is like in the gym. So we made some tweaks like that, and I think this time we really nailed it. So going into squats, like I said, I was a little bit nervous because the taper was very aggressive, or the most aggressive taper that we've done. So I wasn't sure how I was going to feel hitting some heavy weights again. So I opened up with like 402. Was my planned opener, went really well, moved like an opener should. My second attempt was like 424, which was my previous meet PR actually. And that moved pretty well. It kind of felt heavy. I didn't get to see like a video of what it looked like before putting in my third attempt, but Harry wanted me to go for 202.5 kilos, which is 446 pounds, which was the original plan, but had I been calling it myself based on how the 424 went, I probably would have went with 200 kilos or like 440 pounds. But went in for the third attempt, was able to grind it out. Definitely a bit of a grinder. Maybe had a little bit more in me, maybe 2.5 kilos, maybe not. So I think it was like perfect attempt selection. Going back to that 9 for 9 thing, I wanted to go 9 for 9, but not leaving a lot on the platform, if you know what I mean. I didn't want to hit like easy attempts for all my third attempts. I wanted to have like really good attempt selection where I don't have another 2.5 kilos left in me, but I hit the most that I could on that day. So squats started off really well. Going into bench, same thing. First attempt, second attempt went according to plan. My second attempt was 292, which we were planning on using as kind of a gauge whether or not I would go for a 2.5 kilo jump for there or a 5 kilo jump. And the 292 moved well, but it was a little bit slow. So that's why I decided to go for just the 2.5 kilo jump. That was, I think, kind of my call. I think Harry actually wanted me, he would have possibly called the 303 or 137.5 jump for my third attempt. I wanted to be more conservative. Like I said, I really wanted that 9 for 9 total, and the 297.6 would be an all-time meet PR for me. The most I've ever hit in a meet, I think, is 295 in a meet that used like pound plates. So the 297.6 went up. It went up crooked. It's hard to tell in the video because it was one of those clips where the video was messed up, so the footage is from farther back and there's a guy in the way. But it was a grinder, and I think it was a perfect call. I definitely didn't have another 2.5 kilos in me, so I'm glad we went with that. I was able to stick with it and grind it out, so that was good, and that ties my all-time gym PR, I believe. So then moving into deadlifts, things were feeling good there too. Warm-ups and everything were fine. I was actually feeling the best going into deadlifts, I think, than I've felt at any other meet going into deadlifts. Usually by that point, after like squatting and all that, I'm feeling just a little bit beat up, but I was feeling pretty fresh heading into these deadlifts. Opened up with like 502, it flew up. My form got a little bit off on there, so Harry made sure to tell me to focus on like sitting back into the deadlift. I think I got a little bit forward on my toes. So second attempt we went for 529, which also moved pretty well. Always for me it kind of feels like things are a little bit slow to break the floor, but once I break the floor I know I got it. And then for the third attempt, we went for 252.5 kilos or 557 pounds, which was the plan from the start. That's what I needed in order to hit the 1300 total, which is, I think, 590 kilos. So that was definitely a grinder. Make sure you check out the video of that. The biggest grinder I've ever had in my life on deadlifts. My legs were like shaking the whole time. I honestly wasn't sure in the middle of the rep if I was going to get it or not. I just kept pulling and grinding through, and it went up, and I think I got 2 white lights. I'm not sure why. One light was red. Harry thinks maybe my hips didn't look like maybe they were fully locked out or something like that. I think that was the only red light I got on the day though. So I hit that and it was awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to hit for the day. Overall, the meet went really well. Couldn't have gone better. My best meet performance to date. Obviously based on total, that's like a 50-pound PR for me. I hit 10 kilo PR on squat. It was a 5 kilo PR on bench, and then a 7.5 kilo on PR on the deadlift. And overall I hit that 1300, was close to the 400 Wilks. Didn't have it today, or in that meet. If I weighed in a little bit lower, obviously I probably could have hit it if I weighed in like a kilo lower. But really happy with the way things went overall. I'll save that 600 kilo total and the 400 Wilks for next time. But I also just want to say thanks to Harry for everything he did for me. He drove down from Buffalo, which was like a 6-hour drive, to come down to the meet. Stayed at my house. He was here the night before, here the morning of, obviously. Took care of everything on meet day. Had all my attempts. He put in my attempts for me for the judges in between attempts, so I didn't have to think about that really. So it was great to have him there. He's been doing my coaching for a year, like I said, and I've been making some awesome progress. So overall, like I said, really happy with this meet performance. I'm not sure when my next meet will be. Maybe sometime in like November or so, if there's something around here that's convenient for me. We'll see. I'm getting married in October, so obviously that I'll have to plan a meet around that. But just for now, I'm going to continue some high volume training and make some more progress. So thanks for watching the video. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions about what I went over in this video, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And we'll see you in the next one.